Alan, we caught up earlier in the week after you were sort of fresh in the country. How have you settled in over the last few days?
No, it's been very good. Weather's been fine. I shouldn't be saying that. No, everything's been fine. It's been really good. I've been welcomed by everybody and fitted in quite well. So I'm very much looking forward to the 4 or 5 months coming up. And we've just got to make sure that we get a lot better as a team and produce for everybody concerned, including ourselves, support staff, and the supporters themselves.
You won't have come in and made sweeping changes in the first few days, but what little tweaks have you made just to prep the team for this weekend?
Yeah, you can't come in at this time of the year, halfway through the year, and reinvent the wheel. It's not going to happen. I mean, we've got to, as you said, we've got to do some tweaks, and there's no doubt about that. I mean, we've got to get the players to work a lot harder than what they are doing at the present time. I mean, when they make a tackle and are on the ground, they've got to get to their feet a lot quicker and get back into the defensive line as quickly as they can, or the same in attack. We can't be caught short of numbers, and it's one of the things that it may sound simple, but it is a thing that we've got to address. And the same as if the ball's kicked behind us with counter attack, or whether in fact they kick or we turn the ball over, we've got to work really hard to get back. And that's not just numbers 9 to 15. That involves everybody has to work hard to get back. I'm not trying to base anything on what other sides have done in the world, but if anyone watches the All Blacks when there's a turnover or there's a kick behind them, the amount of effort that they use to get back, and that's just I'm not trying to get to the standard of where they are at the present time, but it's just the attitude of working hard, and that's what we've got to get. We've got to be a lot more accurate in our attack. I mean, there's no doubt that we've created a lot of opportunities over the past 3-4 weeks in the games that I've watched, but we just haven't been accurate in our completion. This week, Alan Diggins and Dorian and Dowse have been working very hard on accuracy, and we're concentrating on a number of areas of running a lot squarer than what we are at the present time, and getting away from the crossfield running. Now that's not going to happen overnight, but it's something that's going to be a work on, which will continue for the rest of the year. Our accuracy, our passing, and it may sound again simple, but technically, we're not quite where we should be. Not everybody, but some. So we've just got to work a lot harder on some of those aspects and putting people under pressure to make decisions.
Team selection, there's only been one change from last weekend. Is it fair to say that these guys are being given a chance to atone for what happened at Twickenham, to put their best foot forward?
Absolutely. No doubt the players themselves, as everybody else, is extremely disappointed with what happened at Twickenham. To be down 31-love at half-time is not a great thing. The players know it. It's an embarrassment, and they've worked very hard this week. So the players have been given. We know the players have got the ability. As I've said before, you can't lead the competition after 4 rounds and think that you become this terrible side overnight. Now I know we haven't won for many months now and many games, but the talent's there. We've got to get the attitude exactly right, and we've just got to decide. We've got to dig in and fight and claw our way to what we've got to do. Now we'll still play attractive rugby, but alternatively, if we've got to kick the ball in the corners, and that's what we've got to do, and start playing field position, that's what we'll do. I mean, as I've said previously, there's only 3 things you can do with it, and kick, run or pass. So we've just got to take as many of the best options we possibly can, and if we do, we'll transfer that pressure back on the Gloucester and hopefully can turn that into points.